So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. This video is well overdue because I did this tutorial so long ago, but I'm just now getting around to uploading it. But y'all don't shoot the messenger, I'm coming with the video. So today I'm going to be collaborating with Beauty Forever Hair. But first, starting off, I want to let you guys know, y'all seen I've been growing my hair for about 3 years. Y'all were here when I did the big chop and literally went all the way bald. So now you guys, I want to show y'all this new braiding pattern I've been doing for my hair, because me actually wearing the cornrows have been stretching my hair out. So I have this Miel pomade cream that I've been using. It smells really, really good. This video is not sponsored by them at all. I just been using it and I've been loving the way it's been making my hair feel. But if you guys have any other suggestions of things I can put in my hair, also let me know. Now my hair is freshly washed and freshly detangled. That is why my curl pattern is a lot more looser. But I can tell after my big chop, my hair actually has loosened up with the curl pattern anyway. It's just a lot more looser because of the circumstances. But first, starting off, I'm going to go ahead and section my hair into 4 big sections. I'm going to detangle and comb through the pomade a lot more. And with me doing that, I'm just moisturizing the hair. My hair is still damp, but it definitely is going to be okay. And I've noticed when I braid my hair, when it's wet, it helps it to lay a lot flatter. You guys can tell that my hair is really, really, really thick. So with my hair being so thick, I have to make sure that I make sure it's super duper flat, especially if I'm going to be using different braiding patterns and techniques with my hair. So with the 4 braids, I think the best thing that I can do is make sure that it's kind of damp, put the pomade on and braid it, and it gets it to be super duper flat. So you guys, my hair is moisturized, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my scarf on. That also helps it to lay a little bit more flatter, and it also helps it to dry just a little bit more, not extremely a lot, but just a little bit more. Now with the wig I'm actually going to be using today, like I said, it's from Beauty Forever. It's a 13x4 frontal. It's 24 inches and 150% density. It is $333.62, and I have a $10 off coupon code if you guys want to use it. It's beautyytb. One thing about this lace though, as you guys can tell, the lace is not transparent. It actually is a little bit darker, but we're going to get into that as we go along with the video. Now with my process, you guys see that me brushing my hair back, my hair is a lot more flatter, but I'm going to continue to do the same type of install. I know you guys probably get so sick of me just coming on here doing install videos and talking you through it, because my install is kind of pretty much the same. I put the guide to be on my edges, brush it back. Today I'm using a blow dryer just to help it dry a little bit more because my hair is damp. And then I'm also just going to clean my forehead with the alcohol so that the glue that I'm going to be using today will adhere. And one thing I want y'all to notice is look how flat my hair is by me just pulling it back. And now I'm going to put the scrunchie on it and then moving forward with doing my bald cap. Now my hair looks a lot more damper than it is, but it has dried a little bit more since the beginning of the video, because I did sit around for maybe like 20 to 30 minutes. But I have really, really thick hair, and this is how I get it to be flat. And I also can use it a lot more versatile than just sitting there getting it cornrowed and this, that, and this, that. When I take this wig off, I want to wear a ponytail. You know what I mean? But most time you take your wig off, you still got the cornrows. It's all that kind of stuff. So just want to let y'all know. So now I'm going to go ahead and, of course, put the glue on and all those other things. Normally with me, I have switched my technique just a little bit. Now, instead of using the Got To Be Freeze spray onto the wig cap and doing that to solidify the cap on my head, I noticed that it makes it really ashy and white. So now to go ahead and do my, flat method, I go ahead and use boho glue or whatever glue I'm going to use. I use that to hold down the bald cap method. I just do a really, really thin layer. I go ahead and make sure I span out all over. Once that's technically dry, I go ahead and use my powder. I love to use powder. I used to use liquid or concealer or some spray. The spray I do still kind of like, but I'm starting to like the powder a lot more because it is drier and it has more of a clean finish. It gives more of a skin tone finish. With the liquid, sometimes it can look a little muddy, and it also can be really, really cakey. But you see with me just kind of brushing this on, it helps to allow my bald cap to stay dry and not like peel back or nothing like that. And it also kind of gives more of like a skin tone flesh type of look. Like I said, I only do one layer of glue to hold the ball cap on, and I make sure I get as close as possible. This is like really, really crucial. So I'm going to use my hair scissors, and then sometimes I go back in with the razor, because the razor is what's going to give that clean, you know, look. You need to cut it all the way to where the ball cap glue is. You cannot have it like really a lot of little frillies, because if you do, that's when you're going to see that demarcation of the ball cap. We're trying to make it a very seamless look. So with you gluing it, you need to cut it kind of where the glue is. So I'm going to make sure I go through and trim all those little excess pieces off as much as I can. And be careful, because sometimes when I do this, I be cutting my forehead. So child, be careful. Now with the wig, it looks pretty good right here, but you guys can definitely see it's not transparent. I'm not even gonna cap. I feel like this wasn't my best install, but I definitely know the tools that I need to do to make it blend the best it can blend. It just wasn't turning out that way today. So like I said, you know, I can admit my flaws. So next I'm gonna go ahead and put like one little layer of glue. I'm gonna spread it out and make sure that fully dries completely. And then I'm gonna do another glue layer, and when it's tacky, that's when I'm actually going to adhere the wig. Now once I'm adhering the wig, I'm not going to cut off the tabs or anything like that. I'm just going to put it on and actually tie my scarf. That way everything can be still in the same position. But right now you guys see me taking a little bit of makeup and putting that on the lace of the wig. This is kind of where I messed it up. So pretty much you see my ball cap is the same color as my skin. So with the lace being a little bit darker, I should not have put that same powder onto that lace, because if not, if anything, it just darkened it even more. I should have used my lighter powder that I have, and my lighter powder would have went over top of the darker lace and made it even tone to match my skin, if that makes sense. So that was like one mistake that I really did make with doing that. And then you guys see that pretty much I'm just going to go ahead and cut the lace off. And it wasn't looking crazy or terrible at all, honestly. I just was trying to make sure I cut as close as possible. This wig did come pre-plucked, so I just went through and plucked it a little bit more. I didn't even show that process because it was just that much of minimal plucking. It wasn't needed. But now I want to go ahead and wet the hair so I can get it back into the natural curl pattern. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the Mielle products as well. And then I went ahead and cut me some baby hairs, because one thing about it is if you do have lace that's dark, one of the best ways you can cover it up is using a lot of baby hairs. So I'm going to go ahead with my EAP mini curling iron, flat iron type of thing. And pretty much I like to do this because it helps me to curl and make my baby hairs that much more bouncy looking. It makes them a lot more easier with trying to shape them and mold them as well. So with these, they are fairly long. So I will be going back in and taking my razor and making sure I make them a lot more shorter. But with doing this, I promise you, it has just made my experience with doing baby hair so much more easier. And with me cutting with a razor, I'm not cutting in any particular order. I'm just kind of doing it, you know, here and there, because with baby hairs, you want it to be different shapes. And you see how easy it's swooping around. And another thing I want to let you guys know is I did go back in with a lighter powder and went over top of the lace. No, it wasn't perfect, but it made it a lot more blendable. You can see that more so on the clip on the side. It made it blend a lot more easier, but I just went in with powder over top of the lace because I wasn't doing it so accurately on the bottom of the lace, because I put darker powder, if that makes sense. But with my next video that I got some darker lace or something like that, hopefully I don't have any time soon, but if I do, I definitely will make sure I do my part to show y'all exactly how I corrected it. I didn't get a lot of stuff on camera that I did to be tweaking and fixing because I didn't realize it at first, but I definitely will slide back in there. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah. See ya.